Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic Less Known Classics. This is episode number 1927 and Doubleshot number 1821. This time it's not two Marvel trades this time. Oh no, it's a Marvel and Dynamite trade. First up it is Star Wars Crimson Reign, which is basically the next thing that comes right after War of the Bounty. This is the main miniseries. And the thing is, all the four Star Wars books were tied into this damn thing. Now, basically, kind of in a way, the whole thing Crimson Reign, it's basically setting up something basically that kind of happened in the original EU, where you have the Crimson Reign basically get back into play. Now, Crimson Reign themselves, if you don't know who the heck they are a criminal organization in the new Star Wars timeline that was first appeared in the Han Solo movie. As a matter of fact, that's where this character made a debut, Lady Quintetta, who was the current leader of the Crimson Dawn. It's not explicit revealed what happened to Darth Maul, who was the leader of the Crimson Dawn, though in the War of the Bounty miniseries, she's worded as one of the leaders, though currently in this one, she's the leader, which is kind of weird to say the least. And throughout this miniseries, she's recruiting people to join the organization, mostly a lot of women. Darth Vader, and of course, one group of people part of the organization is the Knights of Ren. You're thinking, really? The Knights of Ren? As in the group of people who first was mentioned back in The Force Awakens? Yes, this is years before The Force Awakens. And this is still set in the time period between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, which has been confirmed to be a period of 1 year. Now, you might be curious, how much time has passed by since the events of Empire Strikes Back? I'd say about a month, maybe two. Depends exactly how much time has passed. I have no idea. And of course, basically, the Palpatine points out that this is not basically, more enemies of the Empire. This is enemy of the Sith. And he begins to mention something about the Syndicate War is happening. Okay, interesting. And what happens next is the Hidden Empire. Interesting. Excuse me, this miniseries is written by Charles Shaw, which of course it is, because it's the next big event for Star Wars. The artwork for this miniseries is done by Steve Cummings. The cover art is, they don't mention who the cover artist in here. Oh, it's Len Francis Yu and Sonny Gullo, which love the artwork in here. Really fun miniseries. I thoroughly enjoy reading this thing again. I give that book a 9.5 out of 10. Next up, we have the second and final trade of Warren Ellis' time on James Bond. This is basically Ian Fleming's James Bond Volume 2, Escalon. This is mostly James Bond in America, who also interacts with MI6. It's all like, like the way the main villain miniseries look, it's like he's basically a take on the main henchman from The Wolves 9 Up with the scar across his face. And he's kind of in the main villain miniseries. And just a pretty good miniseries overall. It's a self-contained story. And it's also the last time we see Warren Ellis in the book before Ben Purse takes over a brief miniseries. Yeah, believe it or not, after 12 issues, they relaunched the series number 1 with a brand new writer. And then they since the series wrapped up, they've done a series of miniseries. This one wrapped up. But this actually is pretty good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a really good action-packed series. If you're a fan of James Bond, you would check this out. We have Moneypenny basically playing a role in here. Get a chance to get on the action too. Now, in case you're curious though, because I just reviewed the first James Bond ongoing series, the 12-issue book done by Warren Ellis, you're probably thinking, what is left? James Bond Hammerhead, James Bond Black Box. Like, here's the list basically that's left. Okay, because they put it in the back of this book here. Okay. Vernon Varger. We have James Bond Hammerhead. Felix Leiter. Black Box. And that one is, I think, also, this is basically done by Ben Percy. I believe there's also some series of one-shots for James Bond. Oh yeah, there's also James Bond Origin, which basically explores how he starts his name. There's also a mini-series called James Bond Agent of Spectre, which I thought that was a really interesting idea. Only lasted 6 issues. I think like the only other book of James Bond that lasts more than 6 issues has James Bond Origin, which ended after 11 issues, which is interesting to say the least. But do I plan to review more James Bond? Yes. Yes, I do. I think the Dynamite James Bond books are really good. I think also they just started a brand new James Bond miniseries called simply James Bond 007. Yeah, it's the most recent book they released. And I think it's about 2 issues right now, which, yeah, I've always enjoyed the James Bond stuff. It's interesting, though, that Dynamite takes the ball of writing James Bond. They've done basically a miniseries with him. And the only stuff I have reviewed from the Dynamite run for James Bond, just the two graphic novel adaptations of the first 2 novels, Casino Royale and Live and Let Die. It is something though they haven't tapped any other novels to graphic novel form. Yeah, I'm not really sure why, but who knows when that will happen again. Yep. So yes, that's pretty much it for this particular review. Stay tuned for tomorrow. More reviews of Plunderer. Okay. Next video. Bye.